Top speed.
The movie is called Hardball. Hardball.
Action.
It's a story of a guy who doesn't have any direction in his life. He's had some bad luck.
And he had to coach his baseball team.
Kidding me, right?
He's been corralled into becoming a coach for this team because nobody really wants this job.
I ain't no good with kids. There is this rough edge to it, a kind of street aspect to it, but also it's a good-hearted picture.
The story has a lot of humor in it.
You say some funny things, do some crazy things, but in the end, it becomes like emotional.
Like it or not, you are part of their lives now.
I like the relationship of the kids and the adults in it and how it changes both of their lives. Take a good look at yourselves and be proud.
Keanu Reeves, Diane Lane, and a team of talented newcomers star in Hardball, a story of triumph over adversity for one man and the kids he coaches.
We going to the ship.
You guys haven't even played a game yet.
Reeves plays Connor O'Neill, a down-on-his-luck loner who must find a quick way to pay off a bet.
Connor's kind of hit bottom. You know, he's scalping tickets for a living. He's making bets.
I'll give you 2 low seats for the Bulls Mavericks.
He's a good guy. He's just, you know, he's got some issues.
Don't come around here unless you got the money.
He's got a self-esteem problem. He's a guy who, does not have it together by any sense of the word. And finally ends up at a friend of his office and trying to borrow some money.
Can you lend me 12 grand?
The guy goes, listen, I'm not giving you any money.
Connor,
Come back in here.
but he does have an opportunity for $500 a week to coach a baseball team.
Truth of the matter is, Connor has nothing to lose, so he's sort of the perfect man for the job, you know? And they're looking for somebody to pawn it off onto.
That gentleman behind you is Coach Connor. He'll be taking over the day-to-day operations.
And nobody has any faith in this team, and the morale is very low.
That bum guy's our coach?
Connor quickly finds that he's got his work cut out for him with this ragtag team.
The name of our team are the Combas.
Pitch the ball. Every team in the league is named after a tribe in Africa.
We're a messed up, always fooling around team.
You wanna hit me? And if I did, what you gonna do about it? You gonna...
Hey! What's going on?
All right, let me break it down to you right quick. Andre say he catch any hop of ball. Coffee say I'll give you all my gun if you catch this ball.
Okay, I got it. Thanks. I can't coach that team. I gotta get out. I'm serious. I'm bailing out.
The Kakamas are kind of the underdog. Most of the players on the team have not played together. Their skills are not quite as honed as we'd like them to be.
Where did you head,
I play a character called Ray Ray. He's like sort of the leader, like to help each other out.
Damn, Ma, you don't even know the thunder club.
Andre's sort of like a person that can go out of control sometimes and gets into everybody's face.
Hey, shut up, Ray Ray. What? You see, ran after when it went black. I played the character Jefferson Albert Tibbs. He's one of them normal Christian, doesn't like swearing boys. Here's my extra inhaler, and here's my sugar berries for when my blood needs sugar.
Miles, he listens to his headphones, right? And as he listens to his headphones, he gets concentration to throw strikes. Kofi, he's like a roughneck kid. He don't take mess from nobody, and he's like the best player on the team.
Little boy named G-Baby, and he is like always following his brother around and doing what his brother do.
How old are you?
I'll be 9 in October.
Well, you're supposed to be 9 before August to play in this league.
Hop back up there, G, from the top. Here we go. Now you're rolling.
In casting the team, the filmmakers were looking to capture a sense of realism.
All the kids in the movie who make up the Kakamas, his team, are sort of all actors that we found who really never acted before. And they're so real and so authentic, it really makes it work.
I could pitch, you know I got mad skills, right, man?
It's a big process. We went in the Chicago area and we did a 2-day interview process where we interviewed over 600 kids.
Make a little circle, put your hands in.
Simultaneously, we did a nationwide search. We covered many, many cities because the whole concept was fresh talent. None of these kids have acted before.
That's good, Jefferson, that's good.
They're not showbiz kids groomed for this sort of thing necessarily, which is very refreshing, you know? They're not jaded, they're not cynical, they're open, and they're funny.
This is the tiger. No man can defend himself from the fury of a well-trained karate tiger man.
Once the actors were cast, they were put through a special training course to prepare them for production.
All of our actors basically had a really fun 3-week summer camp. They would go to baseball practice in the morning and acting school in the afternoon and rehearse. And they became pretty good ball players.
Come on, Kofi, stop talking and run, big guy.
We went to camp for like 3 weeks. And we just practiced and we got everything down packed and everything, all the hitting and pitching.
The thing that they brought me in to do is to get kids to learn how to work choreographed baseball. Everybody thinks that they go out, they have some kids playing ball, and they just got cameras all over the place, and you just get snippets of things that you want, and you put a movie together, but it doesn't work that way.
Cut it, very nice.
I have a lot of experience with working with kids between the age of 9 and 12, and you have to understand, you have to have a lot of patience, you have to understand that kids' attention span is not gonna be like adults.
You gotta come out and float, and then once you see the catch, you gotta sprint back to first base.
You know, you just have to mix things up, you gotta make it different, you have to make it interesting, you have to mix the discipline in with the fun. They went through some simulations and filming, and so they've been really on top of it. I mean, by the third day, they're like, okay, can we check the gate? When's lunch? You know, they're like old salty pros already.
Yes?
I'm Connor O'Neill. I wanted to talk to you about us.
Connor sees another aspect of the boys' lives when he visits their school and meets their teacher, played by Diane Lane.
Well, I think it's wonderful that you're teaching these boys to play baseball. I just think it's a shame no one spends any time helping them to read. I think Elizabeth, my character, has the ability to see the man inside the boy with all of her students, and she's calling out the better nature in these kids, and I think she sort of has that same capacity and the same effect on Connor. So you're not here to ask me out?
Am I supposed to be? I think Connor kind of gets a crush on her from the top there. He has a respect for her, and she's shown respect for him.
This is Mr. O'Neill, and he's taken the time out of his busy day to give us a hand.
I think they like each other.
Yo, Coach, you're not really trying to give him his Wilkes, are you?
No, why?
Good, because I already tried and she ain't having it, boy.
Yeah, me too.
Roll, quiz, roll it.
Hey, Marcus.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You guys suck.
The greatest challenge for Connor is gaining the trust of his team and teaching them to work together.
They're not afraid of Connor, so they're not going to back down and treat him like some authority figure. He's going to have to earn it.
Okay, I want everybody to take a position.
Well, I think he brings them together a few ways. I think at first because he shows up, and he gives them the opportunity to be together.
Nice catch, Andre.
And then, you know, he gets tired of them knocking each other down for each bad play or missed throw.
Damn, man, what's up?
What's up, Kofi? You scared of the ball? New rule. No one can say anything bad to anyone else on the field.
They're not easily BS'd by anybody, but just the fact that he begins to take an interest and begins to care, I think, matters to them.
How many of you guys ever been to a big league park and seen a baseball game? You guys will never be a team until you see it played right.
It's like any of us, you know, when someone takes an interest in us and when we begin to think of ourselves as valuable, you know, that's where you jump off and things begin to happen.
That's Sammy Sosa over there!
Cut it! Cut it!
For that.
Robbins, who previously directed the football drama Varsity Blues, brought a similar sense of teamwork to the making of this film.
I think Brian is really the one that sets the tone. And when you see the head man in charge, relaxed and playful, so it makes everybody else, you know, a lot less tense.
I didn't even realize that Brian Robbins had been an actor before, and I think that really wound up serving us very well because of the empathy that built into having been on the other end of directors. He's a very good communicator.
Yeah, you can even take the time, like, you catch it, right?
He plays around with the kids. He just makes us have a great time.
Everybody look up and smile, and then he'll say his line. There was great pleasure in working with these kids. I mean, no matter how tense it was, no matter how hard it was, when I came to work, the kids in the movie just would make me smile day after day.
The young cast also bonded with Reeves.
We ain't talking about him, we're talking about you on here.
You look funny,
That's how I do it, man.
This, huh?
Yeah. You want to like it? I'll loosen up as we get to do it.
Keanu, he's always playing with us, teaching us a little bit about the Matrix, playing around. He just tells us, he's like, you guys, we're going to try to get this scene in 2 takes. He's like, if I mess up, you guys can beat me up. But if you mess up, that's another story.
You ain't have to disrespect me like that from home.
I just telling you how it is, man.
It's great, man. I get to talk to the man and play Matrix. You want to do all the faking moves, and it's kind of funny. You know? It's like being in a dream.
Start again. Kofi, you're smiling. Let's go. Here we go.
The excitement and drama of the story is underscored by the backdrop of baseball.
There's great drama in sports, and it's a great way to tell the story. You're looking for dramatic moments, and no better dramatic moments than in sports.
You guys should be really proud of the season you've had because you played like a team.
You find the struggles, you face adversity. It's how you face adversity, how you come out, how you handle it. And I think this story tells a lot of that. Connor's having a lot of struggle here, you know, and how he fights through that and how he relates to the kids.
Where I'm from, do nobody father come back?
He's affected by the kids and their circumstance and chooses not to ignore it. Coaching was the best thing I ever did.
Those kids could really use you right now.
It gives him something, you know, whether that's being the responsible figure or getting to give. You know, he doesn't feel so bad about himself.
Those kids trust you, and they don't trust anybody.
It's a movie about teamwork. We have a special bond between each other. We're close. We're close. We're like a family.
By doing what Connor does in this movie, by sort of taking a moment and helping somebody else out that needs help, you can in turn help yourself and affect change in yourself. I think that's really the true message of the movie.
One of the most important things in life is showing up. I'm blown away by your ability to show up.